Do you ever say yes and then pretty quickly you start to regret it? Like on the outside, you're smiling and everything looks okay, but on the inside, you're like, oh, why did I agree to this? In today's video, I'm going to go into how the body knows. The knows the answers for you, and a yes or a no if you want to do these things or not. And I will give you these steps that you can start taking so that you're not having to people please, but actually start listening and trusting that inner voice in you. So thank you for joining me. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach. And currently, if you check in the dialog box below, you'll see that I have a freebie that you can snag up. It's around your body awareness, your body knowing, and there's tips and tricks that you can use to start connecting into your own body wisdom. As well, I've started up a community around the body wisdom, so the body wisdom way, and you can check that out as well. Take a look, it's in the dialog box below. So last week, a friend texted Sarah asking her if she could help organize a fundraiser. And right away, Sarah replied back with, "Of course, no problem." But then as the day went on, she was thinking about it going, why did I just reply back so quickly to this? I'm already overextended in my life. I already have all these things. And as she lay there at night, not getting to sleep, she was putting and rescheduling things in her mind of like, oh, maybe I can move this around. Maybe I can do these things. When can I fit in this time to help my friend? And because I love her so dearly, of course I want to help her. But she still was like, this is not working. And she was feeling this churning in her stomach and a tightness. And the next morning, rather than just going, I'm going to just push through this, I'm going to ignore the feelings, she actually did connect into her body. And as she listened to what was going on, her tightness, asking what was going on with this tightness, why am I feeling this way? She also then said, okay, is this a yes or no to help my friend? And she continued to feel the tightness in her body constricting. And so she said, okay, what if I then reached out to my friend and explained the situation that she couldn't help this time? And her body right away started to feel relief and relaxation. So she did actually message her friend and explain that, yeah, this time I can't help. And what a relief it felt to her. Like her schedule suddenly opened up and was more expensive again, even though she already had lots on her plate. It felt like, okay, now I actually am in a place of I'm okay. I don't have to try to squeeze in doing this as well. And in this, she was saying no to her friend, but a yes to her. So in this example of her saying, okay, no, I can't do this, she actually gave herself that time back and that spaciousness back and that what she needed. And her body was telling her that this is not going to work. This is not going to be what you truly want for you. So her body was already signaling to her all along that it's like, yeah, this isn't going to work. This isn't what I want. So a few things to become aware of and start noticing if you have this same kind of pattern where you just say yes to people or you're people pleasing, going out of your way to meet others' needs. And the first thing to notice is, why are you doing it? Like, why are you saying yes? Like Sarah did, where she was automatically like, of course I'll do this, without actually checking in with herself and being like, no, I don't have time for this. So why are you then saying yes or going out of your way to meet others' needs? Is it out of concern and not wanting to anger them or get into conflicts? So you just think this is the easier route, the more comfortable route, just to say yes? Or is it as well like this is your way of getting value? As you give and you help others, you are seen as valuable and worthy. And so you keep doing these steps because this is how you then feel worthy in yourself. So just take note, take note of, why are you doing these things that you do? Why are you saying yes? Or why are you going out of your way for them? And then after looking at the why, Do you want that to be your reason for saying yes or for going out of your way for others? Like, you can have that be a choice. You can continue to be this way and continue to choose from this place, or you can start to shift it. And if we think about that example with Sarah, where she started to listen then into that body signal, like knowing that there was a tightness in her body, that this did not feel right for her. As she tapped into that, then she started to go, this is actually what is right for me. And for myself, I always came from a place of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I need to do these things for others and get validation and value from others. And I felt like, oh, as I give or as I do these things, then I'm valuable, then I get my worth. And I continued to do that until I started to realize that there was a lot of times when I just felt kind of depleted, or I felt an ick in me of like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I really don't. Like, I was having to force myself to do it. And when I started to listen to that voice, it was like, oh, no one else can tell me that my schedule's busy, I'm overextended. No one else can tell me that. That is my schedule. That is who I am being. And I am the one choosing to have that schedule. But as I then am saying yes to all these other things and getting more and more overextended, I'm not taking care of myself. And so I started to really tap into and listen to that inner voice in myself of being like, yeah, this actually is what is right for me, not what is right for everyone else, right for me. And then as I started to tap into and feel that, it's like I was coming from an aligned place, or a place that is more happy, joyful in me, not a depleted place. And as I was coming from that aligned place, that joyful place, I was bringing up others, and others didn't need me as much. They didn't need to pull on me. They were finding it in themselves as well. So it really shifted in me this need for proving myself to others, proving and getting my validation and worth from others, to really honoring myself and listening to that inner nudge in me, because all of that is within me, all of that knowing, all of the inner voice that is saying, yeah, this really is good for you, or that feeling of ick of like, oh, this really isn't good for me. So it was honoring, trusting, and stepping into listening to that voice. And currently, like I had mentioned earlier, I have started up the community of the Body Wisdom Way, where we connect into this body knowing, into this wisdom within you. So again, do check for the link down below. But this community, supportive community, you'll start to tap in, really start to listen to that voice within you and shift this paradigm inside of yourself of, I'm looking for the approval and validation outside of me, to really finding it within and living from this place within. So thank you guys for joining me. If you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.